Today, I would like us to share something, and the title for our devotion today is Recipe for Victory. And our story shall come from the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 20, from verse 15 to 17. I'll read. Be not afraid nor dismayed by reason of this great multitude, for the battle is not yours but God's. Ye shall not need to fight in this battle. Set yourselves, stand ye still, and see the salvation of the Lord with you. O Judah and Jerusalem, fear not, nor be dismayed. Tomorrow go out against them, for the Lord will be with you. We look at the story of Jehoshaphat, king of Jerusalem and Judah, that is King Jehoshaphat. And there's a time when the kingdom of Judah and Israel was invaded by the Arabians, and this consisted of the tribes of the Ammonites, the Moabites, and the Edomites. And we get to find out that Jehoshaphat had a very strong standing army, and he was ready. And if you were to put it in the modern context, if you try, like Kenya try to agitate Russia, then of course they'll just go simply into a battle because they have everything, a standing army, all the weapons they need for fighting and everything. And so that was also the same case with the kingdom that Jehoshaphat was reigning by that time. However, despite all this standing army and the weapons and the wealth and everything that Jehoshaphat had in his kingdom, he trusted in God. He humbled himself, and one thing that he did was borrowing from one of the hymns in our church book hymnal, that is hymn number 300, Rock of Ages, stanza 2. Nothing in my hand will bring, simply to thy cross I cling. Naked come to thee for dress. Save me, Lord, or I die. That was humility. He assumed that he had nothing, and he wanted the Lord to fight for him. And that recipe for victory, we're going to look at the elements. What are the elements that when we have, we are assured of victory? The Bible says that victory promised is victory delivered. Before these people even journeyed into fighting, the Lord had already given out a solution, like he had already fought the battle for them. And if one were to ask, what are the lessons that we pick from the story of Jehoshaphat? One of the first lessons is prayer. You see, when the king learned about the enemies which had invaded his kingdom, the first thing he did was to pray. And that prayer was done not by himself, but invited all the people into a congregation, and they fellowship together, praising God for his goodness and asking him to show them the way. Then there was the lesson of obedience. When the Lord answered the prayer of King Jehoshaphat through Prophet Jahaziel, the Lord told him that stand still and wait, for I will fight for you. But I try to think that if it was something like our modern society, when someone agitates you, it's so hard for you to stand still and be patient. Your anger takes control of you, and you find yourself just going into conflict and starting to fight anyhowly. But you see, Jehoshaphat was ready, prepared. But even after being told that stand still and wait, he went ahead and heeded to that instruction from God. That is obedience. And we also learn from the Bible that obedience is something which comes as a result of love. It is what you give out because of love. And so if you love God, you should obey him. And Jehoshaphat really did this because he obeyed the instruction that the Lord spoke to him through the prophet Jahaziel. We also get the lesson of patience. Stand still Relax. Everything is in control. The Lord has already won the battle for you. All you have to do is to continue fellowshipping. Just praise Him for His goodness. It is like someone has promised something, He has already delivered it. So what you want is an evidence that do you really receive? Then the last lesson that you get from here is faith. Faith trumps victory. And if one were to bring it in the context or give examples, for example, the examples in the Bible like of Noah. Imagine the Lord telling Noah to get into the ark 7 days before the rain had started, before the rain could start. Now, 7 days in the ark and no drop of rain. I could jump out of that ark and say, God, where is the rain coming from? But you see, it was not by reason, it was by faith that Noah stayed into that ark. The story of the lady who had a problem with blood for many years. It was not by reason, it was by faith that he went and touched Jesus' cloth and she got healed. The story of Joshua and Jericho on the walls of, the story of Joshua and the Israelites on the walls of Jericho. It was not by reason, but they had faith that the Lord was going to fight for them. And just by blowing the trumpets and singing to the Lord, the walls of Jericho came trembling down. So our main and powerful message that we should take today home is 2, relax. God is in charge of everything. The worries, the stresses of life, He already has the answers even before you talk to Him about it. So what you need to do, you just be faithful, trust in Him, pray, and be patient. The first lesson, the battle is not yours but God's. Something which doesn't belong to you, there's no need for you to struggle for it. The owner knows why it is there and He has the best solutions for it. Don't be the mixed fix it for everything. People come for you for problems and solutions. Take them to God through prayer and He will answer all your prayers. Thank you for your time.